Good Friday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich, and this is your outlook for October 25th, 2013. And starting off with the area temperatures that expected for your Friday, and another chilly day expected. This is probably going to be the chilliest day of this entire period of this cold snap, if you will. And temperatures expected to once again to stay in the lower 50s over many areas here. A vast majority of our coverage area here, you can see us staying in the low to mid 50s, and then still staying in the 40s up here in the Poconos and northeastern PA. So it's going to be another chilly day. It's probably going to be the coldest day of this entire snap, and also last night looks like it was probably the coldest night that we'll experience in this current cold snap. So if you're not a fan of this cold air and frost and things like that, well, I can't promise the frost will go away, but at least the temperatures this cold or this far below freezing will start to moderate as the week goes on here, beginning tonight. Okay, we're going to start off with the GFS here, and this is the latest GFS. Now I'm going to show you the two different models here. They start off in agreement, but as the week wears on, especially you get in the middle of next week, they could not be more far apart. And this is currently a GFS, and this is for your Friday. This is for today. Still some instability showers around the Great Lakes with that west-northwesterly flow. High pressure moving in across the lower Ohio Valley. It's going to move to the east. At the same time, I'll draw this here. It's hard to see. Here's the high pressure that's going to be moving off to the east. And at the same time, we have an area low pressure that's way off the map in the upper left-hand corner here, and it's actually a little bit further northwest, but for argument's sake, we'll draw it right here. This is going to be moving almost due eastward as well. So we're going to be in the middle of these two systems this weekend from today through Sunday. And this area in between, our coverage area, we're not dealing with any precipitation whatsoever. So this is going to kind of keep us high and dry with these two systems going north and south of us here. And the only thing we're going to have in the next couple of days here, here's that system. You can see that clearly now up here with all this rain and whatnot up here, rain and snow. We think there's going to be an increase in clouds on Saturday. I think it's going to be, most of the day it's going to be okay, and you might have some high clouds filtering in on the afternoon, especially for your northern areas here. But I don't think any precipitation gets into our area here, and we've kept it dry for our entire coverage area, including northeastern PA, on Sunday. But I wouldn't be surprised if a stray rain or maybe even a snow shower sneaks down in there overnight on Saturday night. But right now we're keeping that dry, and then it's just clouds, and then we think Sunday just it goes back to the mostly sunny conditions that we're going to be expecting today, tomorrow, and Monday. Now we get to the middle of the week here. This is where I wanted to show you. There's a system that is going to be coming from the west here, and as it moves. Here's the system right here, area low pressure, and then associated rainfall out ahead of it. This is actually Tuesday night on the GFS, and as we go forward in time with this thing, it keeps it raining here on Thursday. Of course, Thursday's Halloween and trick-or-treat night for many of the trick-or-treaters out there. Here's this big area, strong area low pressure move up for the Great Lakes here, and then it keeps the entire day on Thursday wet. Here's Thursday evening. So if this were to verify, the GFS is saying that Halloween the trick-or-treaters will be wet and it won't be a good time to go out at all. But as we look at and this is the latest GFS here, which agree with its previous run as well. Latest European model, completely different. Here's Tuesday night. Here's just very, very light showers moving eastward here, and here's Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon. Wow, that's a big difference. Just some really light stuff here. Nothing going on whatsoever. And then it's out of here. Here's Thursday, bone dry, nothing. So, like I said, you cannot be farther apart than these two systems are. Here's Thursday afternoon, and right now at this point, GFS has a big, strong area low pressure sitting up here. The European model has nothing. There's the same system that the GFS has is actually hanging back quite a bit, and since it's held back a little bit, it's going to take longer to get here, and it actually heads up. This system actually heads up way up here. It brings a cold front through here on Friday. On Friday. And it's a little bit different of a look, but again, this is just some heavy rain along a cold front here that happens Friday into Saturday time frame on the European model, not on Thursday. So that's something we have to work out as we get into next week. But right now we are just mentioning there will be some rain in the middle of next week, but we just don't know exactly as far as timing and intensity and things like that yet. So we'll work on that as the week goes on. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martridge, and that is your outlook for October 25th, 2013. Have a great Friday.